In the previous episode, we helped Alarak with defeating Malash, and he became the new Tal'darim highlord. That means for Artanis that he has a chance at getting a powerful new ally. But before we continue onwards with the main storyline, I decided to jump back into the previous mission for just a little bit. Because after I failed the mission the first time around, I accidentally forgot completing the bonus objective once again. I received literally hundreds of messages and tweets and whatnot of people saying that I did so let me fix that. Alright, so that's bonus objective number 1. And that should be the second one. Kick him into the pit, Alarak, for the second time! Nice! Alright, so now that I've got all of the solo right, let us continue.
Alarak, the Tal'darim have yielded to my authority and the Death Fleet is now under my command. I will use them both to avenge Amon's betrayal.
Do your people believe in this cause, as you do?
What they believe is of little consequence. What matters is that they obey.
You choose to rule differently than I, Alarak. Despite this, we may not only end the violence between our kind, but forge a powerful alliance.
Can we now? My people are vastly different than yours, Hierarch.
We both desire vengeance, and we are both Protoss. Is that not enough?
Good point, good point.
Very well. Submit to my absolute authority, and we may indeed unite our forces.
Do not test me, Tal'darim. Amon is a mighty foe. Your people cannot hope to stand alone against him. You will side with me, and together we will send him back to the abyss.
So you do understand my culture after all. Let us say that for now, we have struck another bargain.
Good old Alarak. Manipulating everyone.
I have powered up a new ship subsystem. You can review it in the solar core now.
You would imagine he has better things to do though than hang out on the Spear of Adun. I mean, I don't really know what they do around this ship when you know, we're doing missions and all that. But Alarak doesn't seem particularly busy. You would imagine he probably has better things to hold his attention right now. Although I guess the Tal'darim aren't really that far away. Anyways, let's continue onwards with the conversations. We'll look around the ship and then we'll jump into the next mission soon.
Have the Tal'darim accepted the truth of Amon's betrayal?
Some have. Others dare not question my commands.
None wish to declare Rakshir upon you.
Let them. No one can stand in the way of my vengeance. This grows tiring. We have done what we came to do. Set course for Ire, and let us bring this war to Amon.
Do not dare give me orders, Alarak. We will return to Ire only when I believe the time is right.
Let's hope that time comes soon.
Alarak is getting bored already. Just took control of the Tal'darim and he's already looking for the next adventure. I think we have a couple other things to do though. We obviously still need to go and once again reactivate the Purifiers, or at the very least try and see if that's possible. I think actually that's gonna be our next objective. I'm assuming we will probably have to move on from Slain to another destination today, and because of that, well, not only are there gonna be a lot of conversations, I think we are gonna be heading over towards the Purifiers.
Amon's presence within the Kala grows stronger. He is becoming harder to resist.
You risk much for this, Rohana.
He believes all suffering, all conflict results from the Xel'Naga's infinite cycle, that it must end.
Yes, he has made this clear.
But you see only the surface. Underneath, a silent hatred roils within him, a prideful resentment that would see all worlds burn. The hybrid are the true face of Amon. He wishes not only for the Xel'Naga's creations to be set aside, but for them to suffer.
Alright. Starting to think this Amon guy isn't particularly nice.
Artanis,
What? No
you
way.
should know my fear of the Tal'darim is not of the now, but what becomes of them if Amon is defeated.
You fear they will never integrate with our society.
They probably won't.
They share our blood, but they are not like us. You know in your heart that may never change.
It is true. A great battle may loom on the horizon ahead of us, but it's a risk we must take.
It is a great risk.
Could you not
The
just
dawn
live?
of a unified Protoss requires much. Like the threads of a cloth, we must come together and be stronger because of it.
To think what we become with their culture influencing us, changing us.
Yes, we will be changed. And perhaps that is what you fear more than battle. The path ahead is uncharted, Matriarch.
Maybe unity isn't necessarily the outcome that we're looking for, though, right? I mean, could we not just live alongside each other? We don't necessarily have to fight, right? I mean, we're on different,
Alarak has brought his ascendants into our fold.
Oh.
They are fierce, but strong.
Nice. But we are quite literally on different planets. I mean, you would imagine it's not that big of a deal in day-to-day life. So we just gained access to the psionic warrior of the Tal'darim, known as the Ascendant.
Vengeance for the betrayed.
Through Rakshir, the Tal'darim climbed the chain of ascension. Years of absorbing Terrazine and the essence of their supplicants have made these Ascendants powerful indeed. So for those of you that play co-op, obviously you've tried out, you know, Alarak. And, you know, his army, his strongest unit by far is definitely the Ascendant. They are absolutely phenomenal, although I don't know how it works if they try to power themselves up. So they have Psionic Orb that damages enemies in its path. They have Mind Blast, which is great as well. And then they have sacrifices a friendly unit life for energy with an ability called Sacrifice. Reduces target friendly unit to 1 life. Shields are not affected, okay. And grants the Ascendant 2 energy for each life point reduced. So can I put this on autocast? Will it actually power them up permanently as well, like it does in co-op? I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna have to give them a try. I haven't even tried out the Dark Archon yet, but that's alright. I really did like the Destroyer in the previous mission, but I think a lot of you in the comments were right. It seemed like the Void Ray was just simply more efficient. I think it's good. Anyways, let's have a look at the Solar Core. New conversation with Phoenix.
Do not think what has happened here will spare Alarak from my watchful eye.
I did not expect it to.
If he dares to betray us or takes any action against you, I promise his blood will coat these corridors.
Phoenix, calm down!
That is what I am counting on.
I feel like you are underestimating the Tal'darim highlord, my man. I mean, you've just been checking out and reading the archives and all that, but there's really not a whole lot of fighting you've done recently. Although I guess I have dropped him down from the Spear of Adun many times already, right? We literally just used him to go toe-to-toe with about a dozen hybrids at once in the previous mission. Never mind, I didn't say anything. Carry on, Phoenix. Alright, so I did get all of my Solarite once again, and we do have a couple of new options at our disposal. Matrix Overload. All friendly units gain 25% bonus to movement speed and a 15% bonus to attack speed while positioned within a pylon's power field. Oh, okay. I was really excited there with that initial little bit of text, but I don't really want to put my units inside of a pylon's power field if I'm brutally honest. Maybe. Guardian Shell. Friendly units become invulnerable for 5 seconds when taking fatal damage, preventing death. Each unit can be shielded only once every 60 seconds. That, for obvious reasons, is absolutely insane. That is super good. Now we also have the Reconstruction Beam. The Spear of Adun automatically repairs damaged mechanical units for 5 life per second and damaged structures for 10 life per second. A maximum of 3 targets can be repaired at once. I am very much so leaning towards the Guardian Shell. Guardian Shell is one of the abilities, of course, that Artanis has in co-op. It's one of the main reasons why Artanis is so very good in co-op. I believe you get it at level 2. Very, very powerful. So basically that means that if my army gets nuked or whatever, right, hypothetically speaking, I wouldn't lose all of the units right from the get-go. I think that's a really nice setup. Although you could go Matrix Overload, deploy Pylon, Warp Harmonization, and just warp in reinforcements continuously. Maybe we should give that a try, actually. Maybe go a little bit out of my comfort zone. I would go with the Guardian Shell or the Reconstruction Beam, but I kind of want to give that a try. So what if I go Matrix Overload, warp in reinforcements, warp harmonization, and then we can just do whatever we want with the others. We could just go with deploy Phoenix, right? I don't think I can really use orbital strike here right now, though. I don't think I really have the resources available for that. This is a 60-second cooldown, and it does cost 75 energy, so I likely won't be able to really use a whole lot of other abilities while that's going on. What we can also try out is just put up, I don't know, mass recall. Right? Just have that ability available if you really need it. Or shield overcharge, maybe. Yeah, let's just use shield overcharge, actually, and then put up some of our points in the actual auxiliary systems. I've mostly been using this as a way to dump some points after we, you know, spend the majority of our solar, right? But what happens if I just spend a whole lot over here? Is it actually still going to be really helpful? Right, that's pretty good. 20 starting supply, minus 20% construction time, and plus 20% shield recharge. I mean, this is a setup that I would normally never play, but I do think that this is a pretty cool idea. So the plan is to warp in reinforcements using the pylon, and then obviously we get 2 melee warriors and 2 ranged warriors. Then when we're fighting inside of that pylon field, my units will actually get a pretty obvious, you know, strength buff right here, and obviously that effect lasts for basically the entirety of the fight. 15 seconds after they leave the power field, and then we can also warp in all of our Stargate and all of our robotics units as well. I think this is a pretty cool idea. And then if we were to have some leftover energy, we can use shield overcharge or maybe orbital strike, maybe something along those lines. Let's give it a try. I think this is fun. All right. Now I want to look at the bridge. I think it is time for us to travel. I don't think there's anything left that's slain. Let's have a look. Yeah. Ooh, there's actually 2 different planets we can go to.
The Tal'darim and Alarak have joined our fight, but we cannot strike against Ire without an army. Phoenix and I believe that we can awaken the ancient Purifiers and call upon their power. They may have been a forbidden weapon, but I have seen their potential in Phoenix and know that this time, they will not fail us.
Alright, and then we just unlocked a Ravenscar, or Ravenscar? Something along those lines. Let's have a look.
Mobius Core is overseeing Amon's hybrid production lab. I will not let this continue. We will go to Ravenscar and destroy the station before Amon can create more of these abominations.
Well, since I had access to go to Endion a little while earlier, and since I really like the lore behind the Purifiers, I think it is time for us to head here first. Apparently we will go to Endion. The population of Cybros is 3 million. Orbital period 8 days, and apparently they are in the primary planetary of Bellum 4. Fair enough. Apparently we will also unlock the Colossus there, the laser giraffe. I'm a big fan of the laser giraffes. They quite literally shoot laser beams out of their eye sockets. So without further ado, I think it is time for us to travel. Commence the meeting, apparently.
I have made a decision many of you will not agree with. During my time with Phoenix, I have seen that the Purifier Program, under the right guidance, may be reborn.
Rahana's gonna be pissed.
History has shown the Purifiers cannot be controlled, Artanis.
They do not have to be. These personalities, like I, will have free will.
We do not have enough Purifier matrices to create more like Phoenix.
You cannot possibly be considering what I think you are.
The original Purifiers are housed in orbit above the forest world of Endion, sealed within their warship, Cybros. I have seen through Phoenix that these warriors may be valuable to us. Perhaps the Conclave misunderstood them, treating them as simple robots and not proud Templar. It tried to control them.
And they rebelled, attacking their creators.
Would you not rebel against a slave master?
I have heard your counsel, and I have chosen to go to Endion. We leave at once.
Nice. So Artanis literally doesn't care about what Rahana has to say. I mean, that kind of gets me excited. So here we are, above the forest world of Endion.
The Purifier stasis grid is still intact. We'll have to destabilize it from the generator below. I'm detecting a massive Zerg infestation on the surface. They can't be Kerrigans.
Amon's brood. This will not be easy.
Alrighty, so there we are. We are pretty close to Cybros already, but I guess we will have to go down to the planet's surface first. We probably have more conversations.
Our scouts are reporting the Dominion is attempting to fight back the Golden Armada. Despite their efforts, multiple systems have fallen.
Ooh, look at that! Void rays in the back, I didn't notice those before. Anyways, Rahana, I mean, she's still, you know, she's really a grandma in a lot of ways. She's still stuck in, you know, the previous ways of the Protoss. She's probably not happy with this.
What you plan to do is awaken monsters, Artanis. They slaughtered every Templar on the base of Lantinum.
They rose against their masters. Our people never treated them as Templar.
Because they are robots, created to do the bidding of the Conclave.
Is this what you think of Phoenix? A robot whose only purpose is to do your bidding?
He certainly defies expectations. He is more.
Perhaps the original Purifier robots will be too. If nothing else, think of their benefit to the war effort.
That is, if they choose to join us.
I believe in Phoenix. I am willing to take the risk.
Yeah, maybe we can even use Phoenix as well as you know, a means of explaining to them what their options are.
Hierarch, it is an honor.
Talk to me, Phoenix.
I know this will work, Hierarch. I know I can guide the Purifiers through the darkness that lies ahead. Help them accept what they are. I can convince them that they will not be treated as servants again.
Then it appears as if you have found purpose, brother.
Since awakening, I have been confused, directionless, uncertain of what I am, how I came to be. Now, things are clear once more. Fate has laid out a purpose only I can accomplish. It is exhilarating.
Yes, you embark upon a task that even Phoenix could not achieve.
Yet he would attempt it if he could. I have learned much from Phoenix's memories, and through them, I have come to know myself. I am Phoenix, but not. I am my own entity, and I take pride in this.
I am Phoenix, but not. That's a great sentence. I like that.
The Zerg pose quite a problem. Disrupting the stasis grid was never going to be easy. It certainly will be less so with Amon's brood attacking us.
We will hold them off long enough for your work, Karax.
The scientists sealed away Cybros with a device called the Megalith. It is the key to disabling the station's stasis lock. Once the grid is down, we have to act swiftly and bring Cybros online or flee orbit. The might of the brood below is too great.
Leave the defense to me.
Alright, so we have to get this item from the planet's surface so we can unlock the grid that is surrounding the... Okay, good, makes sense. Alright, it's time for the next mission. Here we are. I like forest planets.
The shield emitters on Endion must be disabled if we are to reactivate Cybros. The time to begin is now, Hierarch.
Can't wait to warp in a bunch of Colossus, not gonna lie. They're pretty awesome. Seal all caves with rocks in the unsealing the mission per less than 40 seconds after Zerg begin to emerge from them. I'm not sure what that means, but I have no intention of really, you know, rushing it out. We could try it out. Destroy all Zerg structures in this mission on the normal difficulty. We can give this one a try. I mean, the mission is quite, or rather the achievement is quite literally called Brood War. Let's dance with the Zerg units before we do anything. Dance with me, Mr. Ultralisk. Yeah, that's it. I like your moves, dude. Ooh, those Zerglings break dancing. But without further ado, I think it's time to launch.
Cybros, the vault of the Purifiers. It is fortunate that Amon's brood has been unable to penetrate its stasis grid.
I now have access to Endion's records. The stasis grid is sealed by complicated locking mechanisms. They can only be destabilized by a certain device. The megalith. I'll begin recovering it now, so it may work on the locks.
It will need protection. These forests already crawl with Zerg abominations.
Then we shall clear them out.
Alrighty.
If I may, Hierarch, this facility once developed powerful weapons for the Empire.
I have heard tale of the mighty colossi, scaling cliffs, besieging enemies from afar. Let us see how they fare against the Zerg.
Oh, they're good against Zerglings and Hydras. They are always good. They are incredible. So they can walk up and down cliffs. I mean, it's really not what people use them for these days very often, but...
The Zerg are coming from that cave. If we fire on the rock formation, it will seal the opening.
They seem to have a flat amount of damage, actually. That's pretty interesting. I know that some of the units are different. I'm pretty sure that in the multiplayer they have a bonus against light. Although it may have been the case that, you know, they were like this when Legacy of the Void first came out. Alright, let's kill their Hydra then. Actually, I kind of want them to make more Hydras because the Colossi are so good against them. Look at them. Their range is incredible. 9 range on 1 ability, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, look at that.
Well
So
done.
sick.
The area is secure. Warp coordinates for our Nexus point are locked. Karax, activate the megalith.
Authorization in progress. The megalith should be ready shortly, Hierarch. We will monitor its status and alert you when it is online.
Maybe we should have been given a couple of minutes so we can actually, you know, get a decent army out.
The systems will take a few moments to activate. It will be ready to move out soon. In the meantime, I've upgraded our robotics facilities to construct colossi. You can warp them in whenever you wish, Hierarch.
I can literally warp them in. Right? We can literally warp in colossi now. Anyway, keep in mind, I do not have my economy boosters. I'm gonna have to build my probes the good old-fashioned way. It does mean that I'm gonna be a little bit slower, economically speaking, but it seems like we don't really have to rush anything anyway. I love the fact that my units now have additional attack speed, though. That seems so powerful. Or, yeah, is it actually... Wait, hold up, what is it? Yeah, attack speed and movement speed. Okay.
The megalith should be finishing up shortly. We should ensure that we have enough forces to defend it.
We have a very sustainable army here, though. It's pretty crazy. Okay. So I definitely want to focus on a lot of colossi. They are super nice. But I do have to worry about our early game income.
The megalith is online.
Oh god.
We must ensure it reaches the stasis locks safely.
You sure this is the best way of doing it, Mr. Phoenix? I mean, we can try. Ah, that's actually not that much. Ooh. I like that. All right, looks like we can actually use our Colossus to pick up some of those resources. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Making use of the cliff walking. Oh. It looks like one of those things from Portal.
The megalith has reached the first stasis lock. It will be safe below the surface as it does its work.
Let us get an Energizer as well. There we go. I don't actually know what the upgrade versions of the Colossi are. I would imagine
I'm detecting Zerg
pretty
movement.
helpful.
Warriors, ensure none reach our nexus point.
So where are they gonna come from? Let me just put
The
up a pylon
megalith
over here.
is almost done with this lock. I would advise you to make preparations for its next move.
As long as we fight within the circle. Look at that! Oh my god, dude! Oh, Energizers together with... Oh, that's really sick. Look how fast they are. That is a little crazy. Oh my god, dude. Okay. I didn't think giraffes were physically capable of walking that quick.
Sensors show
Okay.
the first stasis lock has been disabled. The megalith is relocating to the next one.
I would like to, we can just tap between it, right? I would like to get another one of those things. Super sick, though. I'm not gonna lie. Let's get another one of those energizers. I'm ready to boost. Alright. Put a new one of those things down. And now everyone gets like a 6 speed boost once again. Bzz, bzz. I guess the radius of the speed is not that great, but it's worth walking my units in there for a little bit, that's for sure. Oh my god, okay. That is cool, I really like that. That is such a cool way of playing. Alright, well, let me get my last probes for now. Don't know if there's anything over here, but we have to try and kill as much as we can.
The megalith has arrived safely at the second stasis lock. It shall be brought down shortly.
Alright.
Interesting. I believe this facility used power cores of incredible size to provide energy for experiments. They should be hidden somewhere within these hills. If our warriors can destroy them, we can claim the solarite components within.
Should probably get a second nexus going over here. Don't know if I need 2 bases necessarily, but we do have to kill all the bases if we can, right? At the very least for the quest we do. I'm gonna leave a probe over here just in case. We'll remake another one. There we go. Let's get +1 armor going here as well, and we'll just destroy as many of
the
these buildings as we
megalith's
can.
work is nearly complete. It will move again soon.
Okay, time for us to get a few additional gateways. Don't know if they're gonna be pushing my base, by the way. I would imagine they do. So let's actually... I don't know if there's gonna be a lot, but I do want to be a little careful with just, you know, moving out everywhere. Looks like that's the last hatchery. Okay, nothing else, right? Good. Alright, good. Yeah, let's get another photon gun.
Stasis lock
Just in
disabled,
case.
and the grid is now at 60%. The megalith is en route to the 3rd lock now.
More resources. We have to try and get back here, by the way. That's a bonus objective. Trying to get the achievement, right?
The canyon grows narrow ahead. Crawlers! They're rooting on the ridge! Brace for incoming fire!
Okay, let's tank some of the damage here with the megalith. There we go. Oh my god, this is so sick. We should probably kill the Baiting Nest. Before they spawn in a whole bunch of units. When we don't want them to. I hope I don't miss any structures though. There's a chance I do. We can actually shoot away at the power core from here. Pretty safe way of doing it. Don't know if there's any, you know, any risk otherwise.
The first power core has been secured. Warping
That is
it
actually
aboard now.
a nice little shortcut towards my base. Just trying to get as much here as I can, I suppose. Alright. Warping in from pylons with colossi feels unfair. I don't really have a lot of anti-air, so maybe we should worry about that as well. Alright, well, hey, we made it to the next position. Not super cleanly here, though. Trying to do a little bit too many things at once, I think.
Well done, warriors. The megalith is disabling the 3rd lock.
Alright. It's the first bonus objective done. Can't forget about the second one. But we should be able to continue onwards now. Let's just queue those up. Chrono boost them out. Yeah, I don't think I actually needed to build any base defenses over here necessarily, but that's okay. I've got a couple of those laser giraffes already, though. A little worried that there's gonna be like a clump of mutalisks in just a bit. That would not be great. Let's go ahead and make a couple of dragoons over here too. Dragoons are nice though. They're like really solid damage dealers overall. Okay, here's the second bonus
This
objective.
lock is almost destabilized. The megalith will relocate shortly.
You literally are meant to make
Both power cores have been
colossi
obtained.
here, right?
I'll begin working on them immediately.
Well, I guess you could just play Void Rays as well. That would do. Void Rays would do as well. But that's the second bonus objective. Look at this! They don't have any flyers, so we really don't need to worry about a whole lot. Hope I got all the buildings so far. Not sure if we do, but Let us continue.
I am detecting a large number of Zerg bioforms in the cave network ahead.
We can use the terrain to our advantage. Topple the lock formations near the entrance.
Get it?
And seal the Zerg within the caves.
The third lock has been disabled, and the megalith is on the move. My readout shows Cybros beginning to awaken from stasis. Only 2 remain, Hierarch.
Wasn't the cleanest way of doing it,
A
but...
significant number of Zerg have been detected in the caves ahead. Exercise caution.
Oh. Matrix overloaded. I got something. I would like to spawn in reinforcements if I can here in just a bit. Looks like I got the achievement for closing the doors, I suppose. Do you think I can put up a pylon over here? Sure can. That would boost up my entire army. Go forth, my Colossus! Bzz, bzz, bzz. Dude, they are so sick. Are you kidding me? That's insane. The attack speed they gain from these kind of moves is crazy. Oh, I don't think I... Wait, I thought I got the Okay, well maybe I... Was I not supposed to kill those for the quest? Am I crazy? I don't think I destroyed all of the Zerg structures yet.
There is an entire Zerg hive cluster between the megalith and the last stasis lock. Our only option is to fight through it.
What achievement did I just get? I got an achievement for something. Well, you know what? I'll just take it. We'll just run with it.
Phase link authorized. The megalith is now disabling the 4th lock.
Oh, they are pushing me. Rookie mistake, Colossus. That's 2 photon cannons, dude. I've tried that many a times before. Shield batteries are pretty insane. Haven't even done any damage. There we go. Let us get, I guess, 2 more gateways or so. There's an entire base over here, but that's not that big of a deal. We're already cleaning up the entirety of the area we have to worry about. Not bad.
Seismic disturbance detected. Nidus worms are inbound on your location.
Alright.
Lock destabilization is nearly finished. The megalith will disembark soon.
Okay. Can I fit a pylon here anywhere? Alright. Not the cleanest spot, but... Nah. I guess I can use it for warpins. Still useful. I really like this though. This is really good. Don't mind this whatsoever. Alright, you guys get rid of that. The thing is now moving again, but we are already pushing onwards ourselves. There's not a base over
here. The lock is
here.
down and the megalith is traveling. Stasis grid at 20%.
I don't know if I need more though.
I'm detecting activity in the Zerg hive nearby. They're reinforcing the last lock.
Gotta be careful here. Are you guys stuck? Oh, you guys are stuck. Can you snipe that from a distance? Oh, dude, the range of Colossi is insane, though. I always underestimate it, even after playing StarCraft 2 for so long. You're like, can they reach that? Yeah, usually they can. There's a lot of bases that we can still take, by the way, if we want to, but... doesn't look like we need to. Is this the quest done after we kill this lair? Looks like it is. Apparently the worms do not count as buildings, which I don't mind. And with that, in a game that actually played much cleaner than I anticipated, we are in a really, really good spot. I guess I said earlier that there wasn't any, really any early game boost that I got myself, right? But the thing is obviously that starting supply already helps out a lot as well. All of the auxiliary systems are super beneficial. They do definitely make it easier. All right, well that's it, right? Does it still need to be defended for a little while, or can we disable the stasis grid? Nope, looks like we are good to go. Nice. That was awesome.
The final lock is destabilizing, and the grid is down. We've done it. Cybros is free from stasis.
Recall our forces from Endion's surface. We take this battle to Cybros.
Alrighty. So that is the quest indeed completed. I did not quite get the pest control one. I'm really curious though, what achievement did I get? So I got an achievement called Matrix Overloaded. Buff friendly units 100 times with Matrix Overload over the course of the Legacy of the Void campaign. Ah, okay. Fair enough. I was already wondering. I really don't think I've ever used that before. That is really cool. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button down below, but more importantly, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you get a notification as soon as future videos go live. Special thank you to the Patreon supporters. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for directly supporting me. But for now, I want to thank you for watching. Have an amazing day, okay? Do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.